Right. So I think Akisha is raising her hand.
Um, Based from the graph, I can say that the f of x is a standard wave pattern, and it says here that when we increase the coefficient in the sine function, it decreases the period, which it increases the frequency of the graph, and when if we decrease the coefficient, it lowers the frequency naman.
Okay, so we're talking about frequency here. May physics na kayo, no? Did you learn about frequency in physics? So let's try, no? Let's go to GeoGebra. That is correct, no? So let's try f of x equals sine x. And h of x equals sine 2x. Okay? So what's the difference? Mas umiksi siya, di ba? Okay, so if you multiply the input by 2, the graph shrinks vertically. Sorry, horizontally. But if you, oh, by the way, you can hide or show the graphs here. However, if you, yeah, the name here doesn't matter. F of x, p of x, r of x, whatever. It doesn't matter really. But you cannot use the same letters. So if you use H, you cannot use H anymore. So you can use maybe H1. There are so many, H1, H2, H3, and so on. What about sine of 1/2 x? So it stretches vertically, horizontally, sorry. Okay. So earlier we have a vertical stretch, but this time we have a horizontal stretch. And again, as you can see, it's a bit counterintuitive because if you multiply by 2, it becomes shorter, the frequency. However, if you um, multiply by a smaller number between 0 and 1, it becomes uh, longer. It stretches horizontally. Okay, so that's the effect of multiplying by uh, multiplying the input by a number. Okay, so multiplying the inputs by a number greater than 1 will shrink the graph horizontally, and multiplying the inputs by a number between 0 and 1 will stretch the graph horizontally. So these are the four transformations. One is vertical translation. Two is horizontal translation. Three is vertical scaling. And four is horizontal scaling.